There was a time not too long ago that I was in the grind for 4 years and was still broke with barely any results. After my soccer career ended, it brought me into entrepreneurships. I was doing the 12-hour days, waking up at 4 a.m. for the gym, meditating, journaling, having those consistent 6 days a week, and feeling like the world was at my feet. Instead, I was left wondering, where did I go wrong? There I was, spring of 2021, with now 6 failed businesses. A car dent repair business, a water filter business, trading, wholesaling cars, SEO, SMMA. I was going through my credit card statements and ended up adding it all up, $21,000 in debt. And I thought, how the hell did I get to this point? It really hit me. That moment was the reality check that I was working extremely hard and had no results. I could give up here, but all that work would have been done for nothing. I knew that no one was going to come save me. No one was going to come give me a handout. I had to crawl myself out of this hole I had put myself in. If I wanted a different life, I had to build it. I've been doing self-development for 4 years now. I devoured the books, listened to the podcast, had affirmations to read daily. Some people think that's woo-woo, but let me tell you, if you think you're going to become successful while holding on to a skeptical, limited mindset, then you'll be spinning your wheels ongoing. Here's what I learned. To become successful, you need to change your actions, which means who you are at a core. I was doing all the right things, but my foundation wasn't fully built yet. For years, I asked myself, why isn't this working? Why haven't I made it yet? Why have others popped off, made it, and I haven't yet? Life isn't fair. Until I realized I'm the Chinese bamboo tree. Let me explain. The Chinese bamboo tree takes 5 years to grow 90 feet tall. It needs to be watered and fertilized every single day for 5 years. And then only when 5 years comes around, it breaks through the ground and it grows 90 feet tall in just 5 weeks. You see, I was chasing get rich quick, going from new shiny object to new shiny object. I had to undo my perception on long-term work and pushing through the shit. This is the Dunning-Kruger effect in play. You have uninformed competence where you just simply believe things are just easier on the other side when the grass is greener. Then you become informed that it's much harder than it needs to be. And this is where I was. I was switching from hard business to hard business without just going through the crap of the difficulty. To then you get to informed competence, which is now you are aware that there's difficulties, but you just push through it anyways. And then you become an expert in that field. I just had to keep pushing and choose the right vehicle. With my frame finally shifting, new habits built onto the foundation, I knew it was time to push. It was game time. I made the decision to cut out all distractions, completely isolate myself, and dedicate every working moment to building something real. Every day, I followed the same consistent routine. Wake up early, hit the gym, lock myself in a room, work 12 to 16 hours straight. This wasn't just a short burst of effort. This became my life for months. I didn't see friends, barely spoke to family. The world outside was not known to me. My focus narrowed down to just one thing: make this business a success. There's no weekends, there's no days off, just the same cycle over and over again. It wasn't flashy, it wasn't Instagram worthy, it was just raw reality of what it takes to build something sustainable from nothing. The day finally arrived, launching my Facebook ads. Everything is supposed to change. I poured my heart and soul into this, and now it was time to see it would pay off. I'd love to tell you it just popped off, but it barely worked. The first day, nothing. No sales, not even a single phone call. Second day brought me 1 phone call. That didn't succeed. 7 days goes by, 2 phone calls. After months of grinding, I remember thinking, damn, again? Was all that work for nothing? Instead of looking for another vehicle, I buckled down. My patience was being tested. I remember that scared money doesn't make any money, and my marketing was spending too little to get any real traction. I bit the bullet and increased my ad spend by 3 times per day. 7 more days goes by, and now I have 6 live calls, and it paid off. 1,600 cash. Sales started trickling in. This was a success I fantasized about, and it was really progressing. By the end of the first month, I had hit 9,000 cash, 5,000 profit. I repeated successful actions and increased my ad spend again. Second month, I hit 30,721 cash, 21,000 in profit. It was a milestone that changed everything. 20,000 a month profit was a life-changing money for me. Things were getting more consistent for me. Things had started to pay off. I wasn't about to get comfortable. I buckled down and kept repeating success actions. Little did I know that this was going to be the most transformative season of my life. Hitting that 20K a month in June was a major milestone for me, but I knew it was only the beginning. Once I got the taste of this abundance, I did everything I could to avoid going back. I knew I needed to work harder and aim higher. That only meant one thing: it's game time. My days were about to become a blur of early mornings and long work sessions. It wasn't just you about to maintain what I had built. It was about scaling up to new heights. I knew I had momentum, and if I wanted to capitalize on this moment, I had to lock into that intense, all-consuming grind that had gotten me this far. So I continued waking up early, hitting the gym, and diving straight to that 12, 15-hour days. The truth is, this is what entrepreneurship is like. There's this misconception that entrepreneurs spend their time partying on yachts, traveling all the time, and driving supercars. But the reality is far, far less glamorous. The vast majority of successful entrepreneurs have walked this exact same path. This is, with pure commitment, focus, are the only options if you actually want to build anything great in this world. I knew that every issue, every late night, and difficult work session was bringing me one step closer to the results that I was looking for. Third month, 31 sales closed, 85,530 cash, 72K profit. It was the confirmation I needed, proving that all those years working hard, locking myself away had been worth it. But even then, I knew that this was still only the beginning. I could see clearly now, as I walked down this journey, that this was about to become even bigger. Just 1 year later, 13 months after launch day, I crossed over that 7-figure mark in profit. This was not a milestone I expected to hit so soon, but it shows that with the right vehicle, the right work ethic, you can change your life completely in just 1 year. When the numbers ticked over 1 million, it was euphoric. I celebrated with people I loved, but it was short-lived. This milestone didn't make me feel any different. It didn't suddenly make me feel successful. I felt happy and present. When I look back at it, the real taste of success was when I hit that very first 20K profit month. Nothing had ever felt that first taste of having freedom. That was the most euphoria I had ever experienced. What truly mattered wasn't the money. It was the ability to buy your freedom and have peace of mind, to take care of family, friends, and sure, splurge as well. This is something everyone should strive for, 10 to 20K profit per month. With this online boom we're in, it's not as difficult as it may seem. It won't be easy, and it won't be quick, but the pathway is laid out for you if you're consistent and continue learning. It's impossible to fail if you simply don't quit. Be the Chinese bamboo tree.